All right. Let's hope that this is all good. Welcome everyone to the 2023-24 Premier League fixture release. It's going to be in about 15 or so minutes. So obviously you can look down here. It has been reported that Newcastle United's first three fixtures are Aston Villa at home, at St James's Park, Man City away, and Liverpool at home. Brilliant start. And we have Brentford away on the final day of the season. Is my hair? Oh my days! Look at the hair at the back. But yeah, do let me know all of your thoughts and opinions, and all of that in the live chat as well on here. Obviously, maybe if someone wants to come on and have a chat as well, you're free to do so. Let me first also share the link to a couple of people. Picture release. All right. So obviously, we are just about 15 or so minutes away from the Premier League fixtures being released. So what I'm going to do is go on the Premier League page. Okay. On Twitter, obviously they just released the new football, the new ball for the season. Yeah, right now we're really just waiting for the fixtures to be released. So, I'm hoping that maybe on Boxing Day we get like a decent opponent, I guess, at home, because I think our start to the season reportedly is, as I said, Aston Villa at home, Man City away, and Liverpool at home. What a perfect way to start the season. I mean, we start our first 5 games of the season playing against Man City and Liverpool. I don't know why we always get Man City and Liverpool early. I don't know why. Is the Premier League trying to prevent us from having a good start? Arsenal had 5 easy games at the start of the season, and they won all 5. Last season, and now this season, when I hope we can get a good start, we have Man City away and Liverpool at home. But hopefully that means when we play Man City the second time around, it's at home. So we'll have to wait and see. And then Liverpool at Anfield, we usually don't win. So yeah, that's a brilliant way to have the season start. But we do have Liverpool at home, reportedly on the 3rd game of the season. So maybe a bit of revenge. If we can beat one of those two, along with beating Aston Villa on the opening day, which I think is winnable. I do, because it's at home. If it was at Villa Park, I think we would have lost. And we would have had a terrible start to the season. I think because it's at home, I think I'll back us to beat Villa, even under Unai Emery. I know we lost to them 3-0 more recently at Villa Park, but we did beat Aston Villa 4-0 at home last season. So maybe this would be a similar sort of scoreline on the opening day. I think if we can have a good start, maybe if we pick up 6 points in our first 3 games, if we beat one of Man City or Liverpool and also get a win against Aston Villa, I think that would be a good start. But yeah, about 10 minutes or so away from the Premier League releasing the fixtures. So obviously, do let me know in the chat, and as well, please do subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, trying to reach 300 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, give the stream a like, ring the notification bell so that, you get all of my sort of updates and all those sort of stuff on the channel. I think on tomorrow's video, or not really tomorrow's video, it's actually another live stream. I'm doing a Newcastle United transfer roundup show on Friday, 3 p.m. UK time. That's around 10 p.m. my time. It'll be about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe up at most an hour, just talking about the latest Newcastle United transfer news. Obviously, yesterday, huge news that we are linked to Nicolo Barella from Internazionale Milano or Inter Milan. For me, I would be yes, 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 yes. Give me Barella, please. I would love that because I think he's actually better than Bruno Guimaraes. If we can get a midfielder that's better than Bruno, perfect, absolutely perfect. I would love Barella. But obviously, the latest updates on Barella to Newcastle is that, according to Fabrizio Romano, there is genuine interest from us, but it's not as like, oh, it's close. But there is going to be open talks and negotiations, and let's see if we actually go for Barella. I don't know if it will be the reported 50 million that has been touted, from all of the media, but I think we will at least try to go for Barella. I'm not sure if we'll get him, but I would absolutely take him at Newcastle United. Like, he is, he won the Euros with Italy. He, made the Champions League final, obviously, just the other day. Um, he won Serie A. So, and he's obviously won the Coppa Italia and all those sort of trophies a lot recently in the past 3 or so years, 2 or 3 years. So, to get a player like that would be absolutely amazing. And it would be a real statement of intent. But obviously, if you just get Barella as our only midfielder, let's just say that it's not going to be a good window. I think we need at least 2 or 3. We need a CDM, a creative mid, and if we want to get Barella as well, get that. Um, but yeah, in terms of other news, transfer news, just before we get into the actual, what do you call that, Premier League fixtures coming out, I saw there was links of James Maddison. I think personal terms shouldn't be a problem. I think that the fact that we are offering Champions League football, the fact that we've held talks with Leicester in the past year. Obviously, we had 2 bids rejected, from Leicester for around 40 to 50 million, and I still think we'll probably be only looking at around that much. And it's reported that Leicester wants 60 million. Like, what? They're in the Championship. Like, how can you be demanding 60 million? Unless if it was like Mbappe or someone. But this is James Maddison. I don't think he's like, you know, the top, but he is the best player from the 3 relegated teams. But I don't think he's 60 million. I think 50 million is the best, or the most. I think we would get Madison. If Leicester are really keen that he's 60 million and Spurs bid that, then give up the interest. I wouldn't say give up the interest, but like stand your ground basically, because I really don't think Madison 60 million. But I do think we will bid for Madison, but not 60 million. I'm pretty sure of that. Unless obviously if it's near the end of the transfer window, but I feel like Madison will be more keen on having the move. I think Leicester should have, to be honest, maybe Leicester should have sold Madison to us last season, because I think that had Leicester got the money for Madison last summer, 45 million, maybe that would have reinvested into Leicester's squad, and who knows, maybe Leicester would have had players into the new season, and they could have survived relegation. But obviously now they got relegated, and now they have to sell Madison for sure. So I don't think that it would be. I don't think there will be a problem with Leicester selling Madison, but it's about the price. 60 million is a no. 50 is the most I would go for. 45, I think, is probably a fair value. I think he is the best player from the 3 teams relegated. I don't think there's any other better players than him, to be honest, from all the 3 relegated sides. I don't think Harvey Barnes is really that special. He's not really an improvement for us. Ward-Prowse, great, but if you get Madison and Ward-Prowse, it's probably just the same player, to be honest. If we get Lavia, that would be amazing, but I don't think we would actually go for him, because I just think that someone like Chelsea or maybe even Liverpool could go in for him. And any other players. Tyler Adams from Leeds, but again, he is one of the league's best players, but then again, it's a terrible league's team. So I think Madison's probably the best of the bad bunch from the relegated sides this season. And obviously, we are just about 3 or 4 minutes away from the Premier League fixtures being released. Do let me know in the live chat if you're around. Obviously, please do subscribe. By the way, bottom right hand corner, trying to reach 300 subscribers on the channel. And I'm excited to see who we get beyond these three fixtures on the ticker. And obviously, it's reported that we have Brentford away as well on the final day of the season. We usually play away. If this is true, then that would mean 4 consecutive final days that we play. We played away to Fulham in the 2020-21 season. So the whole COVID season. We beat Fulham 2-0. We then played Burnley away on the final day a couple of seasons ago. The season that Burnley got relegated, we beat them 2-1. And last season, we played Chelsea away, drew 1-1, but it was a dead rubber. And obviously, if we get Brentford away, it's, the third out of 4 seasons final day in London. I do think, actually, we actually have a very good final day record. I think we only lost one of our last 9 or 10 final day of the seasons. Looking back, 2014-15, I remember we had West Ham, we beat them. Spurs, 2015-16, we beat them 5-1. 16-17, we were in the championship, but we won our final game of the season at home. And then 2017-18, we beat Chelsea at home 3-0. 2018-19, we were away to Fulham. We beat them 4-0. And then only in the 2019-20 season, we lost to Liverpool at home 3-1. But, the title was confirmed. We were safe. It's not really there. And then obviously we beat Fulham afterwards. Burnley a couple seasons ago. And obviously we drew with Chelsea last season. So our final day is actually pretty good. We have a very good final day record. Opening day, I'm not sure what's our record. If I'm thinking more recently, past 3 or 4 seasons, 2020-21, we had West Ham away, we beat them. But then 21-22, we had West Ham again at home, but we lost 4-2. And then 22-23, we had we had Nottingham Forest at home last season. Yeah. In Forest's first home game. First game back in the Premier League. Forest's home game was after. But yeah, Premier League fixtures are about to be released, so maybe I'll try to share my screen. I'll first show the Premier League opening day fixtures. There's been a lot of leaks, a lot of reports. Obviously, from the thumbnail of this video, you may have seen that Burnley v Man City is the opening day of the season. So and opening day, by that I mean it will be on the Friday night kickoff, the first kickoff of the Premier League season. So let us view the Premier League page. I'll wait 1 more minute before the Premier League gets started with it. Would this be a better view? Let's see. Nah, this is a better view. Yep. All right. I think we had just about good enough time. So let's refresh the page. Let's see if the Premier League fixtures are up on the Twitter page, the website, whatever. Obviously, please do follow me on Twitter. Obviously, same handle at Tendedim. Let's see, pin tweet. Yep. As according to the leaks, it is true. It is true. Let me see if there's a way to. Oh, no, I don't want that. Okay, let's just zoom in. Let's zoom in. Hopefully it's good. Let me see how it looks. Oh, wait, this is a good view. Good view. The opening day of the season, according to the leaks, is accurate. It is true. Opening day, as I said, Burnley v Man City, opening day of the season. So Vincent Kompany against his, the club that he's won Premier League with. So Turf Moor will be the opening ground of the season, and then obviously we have Arsenal v Forest, uh, Bournemouth against West Ham, Brighton hosting Luton Town, and then we have Everton v Fulham, Sheffield United against Crystal Palace, and then finally there it is, as I said, Newcastle United versus Aston Villa, the late Saturday kickoff, 5:30 at St James's Park. That'll be the opening one that I will be doing a live watch along for the season. And then we have Brentford v Spurs and Chelsea v Liverpool. That was so all of the fixtures that were leaked about an hour and a half ago were true. Chelsea v Liverpool, so that's going to be another 0-0. And then the final game of the opening weekend, Manchester United against Wolves on the Monday Night Football. And then obviously there were leaks or rumors that we have Man City away and Liverpool at home after Villa. So let's go to the Newcastle United page and UFC, and we can have a look. Obviously, you can see here Barella rumors and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, I don't know the full list, but let's see. Here it is. Oh god, it's so small. Okay, let's zoom in. All right. I think that's a good view. Let's just scroll down. Okay, let's start with August to September and October. So here it is, as it has been reported, and as I put in my on the ticker below, we have Aston Villa at home, Man City away, and Liverpool at home. That's accurate. And then we have Brighton away. Brilliant start to the season. Oh god. But then our fixtures afterwards isn't that, I wouldn't say difficult, but we have Brentford at home, Sheffield United away, and Burnley at home. So actually, there's an international break every 4 games. So we have Villa at home, Man City away, Liverpool at home, Brighton away. That is a cluster of games to start the season off with. And then we have Brentford at home. After the first international break in September, we then have Brentford at home, Sheffield United away, Burnley at home, and West Ham away. And then there's another international break, the October international break. Then it's another 4 games. We have Crystal Palace, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then into November, Arsenal at home and Bournemouth away. And then there's the November international break. And then we have the whole, Christmas period and all that. And then after the international break, we have Chelsea at home. I can't really read it. Oh, God. We have 2 tough games. Oh, God. After the international break, Chelsea at home, Man United at home, Everton away, Spurs away. And Everton is a midweek game. We also have Fulham at home. We have Luton Town just before Boxing Day. And then we play Nottingham Forest on Boxing Day. And then we play Liverpool away. So Liverpool away, we obviously have them at home in August. And then in January, we just have Man City at home. So we actually don't play, the 2 tough teams, Liverpool and Man City. We don't, we finished them off, before we even hit February. When Man City and Liverpool kind of kick into form, if that was the case. And then obviously we have Aston Villa away on the 30th of January. There's obviously a midweek season break and all that. And then heading into February, we have Luton Town at home, Nottingham Forest away, Bournemouth at home, Arsenal away. That's in February. And then we have Wolves at home, Chelsea away, and then Crystal Palace away. So in terms of that being a cluster of games, I think that looks all right, I guess. And then obviously there's an international break in March. And then when we're back from the international break, we have West Ham at home, Everton at home. Everton at home is, I think, a midweek game, I think. Yeah. And then we have Fulham away, Spurs at home. Ooh, Spurs at home in April. That's amazing. 6-1. And then we have Man United away, Sheffield United at home. And then in May, we have the Bees, all Bees. We have Burnley away, Brighton at home, and Brentford away to round off the season as reported. So, yeah, in terms of cluster of games, I think we have a very tough cluster because our opening 4 games are against teams that are playing in Europe. Brilliant from the Premier League to give us that. But then once we get past the first international break in September, I think our fixture one is actually quite good. You know, from Brentford at home to Bournemouth away, we only have Arsenal as the sort of big 6 team that we have, and that's only all the way up until November. So maybe September, October, if we have an okay start, a good start in August, September, the first 4 games, and we pick up form, hopefully we'll be near the top, hopefully. And then obviously we have a tough cluster of games. Chelsea at home, Man United at home, Everton away, Spurs away. That's a tough cluster of games. And then afterwards we have from Luton, Forest, Liverpool away. Only really Liverpool's the tough one. And that's on just before New Year's Eve, reportedly. And then obviously we have Man City 2 weeks after, and then 2 weeks after we have Aston Villa away. And that's because there's the FA Cup game in the first weekend of January, and then there's like a 2-week break and all that. In like you do 1 week, you have a break, and the other you play, or vice versa. And then obviously there's the FA Cup games, and then Villa away. And then, as I said, the next cluster of games before the next international break in March, Aston Villa away, Luton at home, Forest away, Bournemouth at home, Arsenal away, Wolves at home, Chelsea away, Palace away. Again, from the big 6 teams, Arsenal away, Chelsea away are probably the tough games. And then in April, it's until we get Tottenham at home and Man United away. That seems to be the tough one. And then our final 4 games on paper look at least winnable. I would say that. So, yeah. And Brighton now is our final home game of the season. So, let's hope that we can end the season very well. So, let me stop the share screen. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, this is a short stream. I'm not going to go through all the Premier League teams because, it's not really my team. So, yeah, the stream's been about 25 minutes. Obviously, as I said, there will be a live stream tomorrow for the Newcastle United transfer roundup. Friday, tomorrow, 3 p.m. UK time, 10 p.m. my time, whereby I round up all the transfer news and give my opinion on each of the transfer rumors. We could be linked to, like, I don't know. Let me think of one. Maybe we'll be linked with like someone from Barcelona tonight. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do give the stream a like. Subscribe to the channel, bottom right hand corner. Ring the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow, Friday, the live stream for the Newcastle United transfer roundup show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.